Hello everyone, I am Karthik from ITI section and my roll number is 1230 and my topic in software testing management is software practices for agile developers, a systematic literature review. Coming to the abstract, software development is one of the work practices in companies, startups, academics, and industries. Agile is a software development methodology that is currently quite popular. Agile development practices existing methodologies include test-driven development, behavior-driven development, domain-driven development, and model-driven development. Each software development practice is unique as it could hinder or contribute greatly to the creation of a set software. Agile is a consideration for developers when selecting appropriate development practices due to the breadth of available practices. Thus, this study identifies the characteristics and the effectiveness of agile methods. Our opinion is that this study can help software developers to better understand the challenges of each agile practices and implement them to create better optimized softwares. Coming to the introduction, Agile software development was formally introduced to the software engineering community in 2001 through a set of four core values and 12 principles laid out in the Agile Manifesto. Agility, or the ability to rapidly adapt to volatile requirement, is a cornerstone of ASD. This stands in the stark contrast to the plan-driven approach prescribed by more traditional models of software development, such as waterfall model. Other distinguishing features of ASD including enhanced focus on human social aspects of a software engineering, increased collaboration between business customers and software teams, and a strong emphasis on a frequent delivery of a business value. Since its inception about 2 decades ago, ASD has rapidly become a mainstream software development model in use today. Through industrial adoption of several of its concrete manifestations such as Scrum, extreme programming, a similar dramatic impact has been witnessed in the research community with the publications of copious numbers of primary research studies on ASD topics. There have also been a considerable number of secondary studies in the form of literature reviews and mappings published within this domain over the past decade or so. Agile methodology. Agile methodology is of 5 steps, which includes evaluation of processes and current structure of the company. And the second one is of suggestions for improvement and process optimization. And third one comes for application design together with the client. And fourth one is for application construction and implementation. And fifth one is for evaluation and monitoring. So for in first step we map the processes to determine the starting point and the actual state. And in the second state, we optimize the process with a right contribution combination of technologies. And in the third step, we choose technologies and review options with the client. The client is the part of the project from the very beginning, and the feedback is vital. In the fourth state, weekly delivery of developments for the end user to operate and a request for the changes, or it is the ideal that the end user is part of the process of development and testing. And in the fifth one, we concentrate on the evaluation and monitoring. So among these are early ASD reviews for 2003 to 2004, which focused on categorizing and describing agile methods. Studies showing the limitations of agile research, those formulating a theoretical definition of agility, and presenting the current state of agile research at regular intervals. Example from 2008 to 2014, a number of other reviews on specific aspects of ASD, such as the role of communication in agile teams, test driven, feature driven development, and agile approaches to user centered design and ASD in a global context, have also been conducted over the past decade. Background. While these reviews have covered various disparate aspects of ASD over this time, there has been no territory study thus far that identifies and catalogs individual SLRs in the significant research field. To achieve the same, we conducted territory study of ASD research. A territory study is a study that involves a review of existing secondary studies such as systematic literature reviews and systematic mappings that is expected to answer wider research questions and uses the same methodology as the systematic literature review. An example for a territory study is one of the Kitchaman Atamel. So in agile development, there are different cycles in which development cycles review, feedback, approve. In approve, we have yes or no, and record, incorporate changes, adjust, and track. So at first, we start and initiate a project and define requirements. After defining the requirements, we integrate and test in the development cycles, and we integrate and adjust to track and record, incorporate. And also we take development cycles and we take the review and feedback from the users. If the reviews and feedbacks are positive, we approve it as is and release to the market. And if approve it is no, we also get the records and incorporate changes and adjust the track. And again the cycle repeats for the review and the feedback, and then it is released into the market. So here continuously visible clients and developers and users are continuously visible visits the agile development process. Who identified and catalogued SLRs in the software engineering published between 2004 to 2008 and compared the results to their previous study to comment on their number and quality of SLRs in the software engineering. We conducted a similar exercise but for the specific area of ASD research, identifying and cataloging SLRs in the ASD in order to maintain high quality and research rigor. Only those reviews conducting a systematic literature review or systematic mapping of empirical studies were considered in this territory study. As a result, reviews as such as were not included since they were not based on the empirical evidence, rather on compiled practitioner comments, industrial surveys, and fundamental agile principles respectively. Applying the guidelines by Kitchenman and charters, we found 28 SLRs focusing on 10 different ASD research areas: adoption methods and practices, human social aspects, CMMI, usability, global software engineering, organization, embedded systems, and product line engineering. We also analyzed the number and quality of these SLRs. So agile development requires requirement, agility, design, develop, test, customer collaboration, responding to the change and review and launch. These all are the things that agile development will contain. Limitations. Since this is a territory review, only secondary studies performing either systematic literature review or systematic mapping studies were included. As such, if a popular agile research topic had several primary studies devoted to it but did not have a systematic review published on the topic, we did not include it. Also, we only include systematic literature reviews and mappings as compared to the informal literature review in order to maintain a high quality of results. So coming to the conclusion, we conducted a territory study of systematic literature reviews in agile software development based on the territory study by Kitchenham at in response to research questions. How many SLRs were published since the inspection of ASD to date, and what research areas topics are being addressed in ASD? And we found 28 SLRs published between 2008 to and 2015, focusing on 10 different areas of ASD research, that has adoption methods, practices, human and social aspects, CMMI, etc. So this is about the agile development and how this agile development is used in the software project testing in testing phase. and the phases of agile development for its requirements and agile agility and for review and feedback and for approving the project. This is about our topic. Thank you.